sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Turning it on. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Redhawks offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Redhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off the play fake. pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Redhawks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice game.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Fires to the tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Got his man quickly. Across the 25, he's got more. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, if they can score quickly, you just saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Timeout, Miami, Ohio.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Goes to the option. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll try to run for it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Red Hawks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll run the option. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at
defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Direct snap. Creates a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Fullback's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Hawks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum sweep.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Foster. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The play action fake. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Marshall. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll run the option. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. QB got it himself. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Westbrook. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Grab in the backfield. It's Marshall. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Red Hawks will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It's good. Easy call for the ref.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see... out in the route tree again in this second half.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David.
There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Red Hawks headed quickly to the line.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Miami! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Miami, Ohio, 23.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Red Hawks. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Foster. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got him still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Fitted in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Off-play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's Callaway. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. receiver comes in motion. The option look. The give to the tailback. Got the first down. He's still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively. Kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
37.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is a...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Hawks will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Fowler. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the 1st down, and tick, 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 tick.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Calls it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Salt interwove, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Hawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
The Red Hawks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give to the back. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. On the move at the 30. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Redhawks.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
Miami, Ohio, 44.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick spin on the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on the option. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give as they work on that clock. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to the flat. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Wide receiver going in motion. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. On the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. From the gun, the ground game. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll take it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to 0.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.